President-elect Trump is weighing in on the unrest in Syria, saying the United States should stay out of it. A rebel insurgence has reached the gates of the capital city of Damascus, forcing the government defenses out of homes. Fox News contributor Dan Hoffman worked at CIA bureaus in the Middle East. He joins us now. The prediction, I guess you would say, from the U.S. State Department, Dan, is that the Assad government in Syria could fall within days. Do you share that belief?
Well, predictions are pretty tricky in the Middle East, except to say that things are going to get worse. I think we can be sure of that. But look, the Assad regime right now controls only those two ports, Latakia, Tartus. Tartus is where Russia has a naval base, and the city of Damascus. So they're back on their heels right now and facing off against an insurgent group that is led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, which is a terrorist group. And their leader, Mohammed Jalani, of course, was aligned with al-Qaeda and with ISIS before later turning on them.
So is this a case where the enemy of my enemy is not my friend, at least from the United States' point of view?
The enemy of my enemy is probably still my enemy. Look, we've got a lot of concerns about Syria. I'm sure President Trump was voicing his assessment that we shouldn't be sending troops to Syria beyond the roughly 900 we have there targeting terrorists who are a threat to our national security. And I don't think anyone would disagree with him about that. But we do have interest, and I'm sure that the U.S. intelligence community is tracking very closely events in Syria. Look, Syria is risking massive spillover of refugees that could threaten our allies like Jordan. It's been a transit point for material support to Hezbollah in Lebanon. It's Iran's only real ally in the region. And so we have to be tracking all of this very closely, as well as the fact that Syria could become even more of a terrorist state than it already is if some of these insurgents are able to take hold. Then we're going to have some real problem potentially in the region and beyond.
So you seem to be saying that if the Assad government falls, it leaves this power vacuum that could be filled by even worse actors than Bashar al-Assad?
Yeah, as unimaginable perhaps as that might sound. And look, Syria is a bad actor if you look at the fact that the support that they've been able to give Iran and the fact that they're behind the Captagon epidemic. It's that illegal amphetamine drug. They've earned billions of dollars from that export of Captagon in the region and to Europe. So, look, as National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan has said, no one's going to shed any tears over Assad falling, if indeed he does. But you're right, the power vacuum could create a situation that is still of grave interest and a grave threat to our national security. It's just a different kind of threat.
And ISIS is still out there and might spring back with Assad gone. What a world.